Fame, fortune, sold-out tours, private jets. But behind the flashing lights and red carpets lies a darker truth. Many of the artists we grew up admiring, the legends, the trendsetters, the hitmakers, made millions, only to end up with nothing. In this video, we take a deep look at 10 music artists who went from unimaginable wealth to financial ruin. Their stories are shocking, heartbreaking, and, for some, inspirational. Let's dive in. MC Hammer danced his way into debt. In the early 1990s, MC Hammer was everywhere. He wasn't just a rapper. He was a pop culture icon. With hits like You Can't Touch This, Hammer reportedly earned over $70 million during his peak. But what went wrong? Hammer had a reputation for generosity and extravagance. He had a 200-person entourage, bought a $12 million mansion, owned racehorses, and even exotic animals. By 1996, Hammer had burned through his fortune and filed for bankruptcy, claiming $13 million in debt. TLC, chart toppers with empty bank accounts. TLC was the soundtrack of the 90s. With songs like Waterfalls and No Scrubs, they sold over 65 million records worldwide. After selling over 10 million copies of their album Crazy Sexy Cool, TLC shocked the world by filing for bankruptcy in 1995. Why? A terrible contract. After management fees, production costs, and record label deductions, each member earned less than $50,000. Their story revealed just how common it was, and still is, for artists to be exploited. T-Pain, from 40 million to almost nothing. T-Pain changed music with his auto-tuned anthems. He made hit after hit, earning over $40 million. But behind the scenes, he was spending it just as fast. Luxury cars, mansions, failed investments, and no financial guidance. He later admitted that he went completely broke. At one point, he had to borrow money just to buy Burger King for his kids. Thankfully, T-Pain made a comeback through streaming, gaming, and touring, but he remains vocal about his past mistakes. Lauryn Hill, Grammy winner, tax prisoner. Lauryn Hill's album The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill made her a global superstar. But in 2012, Lauryn made headlines for a different reason: tax evasion. She failed to pay nearly $1 million in taxes from 2005 to 2007. She was sentenced to 3 months in federal prison. Hill later stated that she stepped back from the industry due to exploitation and control. Still, her financial troubles highlight the danger of leaving taxes unchecked, no matter how successful you are. Scott Storch, the hitmaker who hit rock bottom, Scott Storch was behind some of the biggest hits of the 2000s. Beyoncé, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, they all worked with him. At his peak, he was worth $70 million, but he spent $30 million in just 6 months on cocaine, luxury cars, and real estate. By 2009, he filed for bankruptcy. In 2010, he had only $100 in cash. Storch is clean now and producing again, but his fall from grace was one of the most dramatic in hip-hop history. Young Buck, from G-Unit to Garnishments. Young Buck rose to fame with 50 Cent's G-Unit, but while the hits rolled in, money troubles were mounting. By 2010, he filed for bankruptcy. He owed taxes, child support, and legal fees. Making matters worse, he was locked in a contract dispute with 50 Cent that blocked him from releasing new music or accessing royalties. His home was even raided by the IRS. He's still working today, but rebuilding has been a slow, painful climb. DMX, a rough ride to ruin. DMX sold over 74 million records. He was a rap icon, gritty, emotional, unforgettable. But behind the tough image was a man struggling with addiction and overwhelming financial problems. In 2013, he filed for bankruptcy. He listed just $50,000 in assets and over $1 million in debt, including child support for 15 children. DMX passed away in 2021. He left behind a powerful legacy and a cautionary tale about the price of fame. Toni Braxton was one of the biggest stars of the 90s. She sold more than 70 million records. But she filed for bankruptcy not once, but twice. First in 1998 and again in 2010. Between bad contracts, medical bills, and failed business ventures, Braxton owed more than $50 million in her second filing. She eventually bounced back through reality shows and live performances, but her story exposes how even huge stars can be financially vulnerable. Behind every hit song is a human being, with struggles, triumphs, and failures. These artists made the world dance, cry, and sing. But their stories remind us, success without financial knowledge is a dangerous combination. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below.